Imagine this. A video from way back in 2013 suddenly shows up on social media.
I was abused at home by my family for many years. My parents are Jehovah's Witnesses, and I left the religion when I was 14, and the abuse at home worsened after I quit.
Like a blast from the past. In it, there's this girl who seems sweet, dressed in an orange prison outfit, and she's got a big smile on her face. What's even stranger is that they've put the popular song Sweet But Psycho by Ava Max over the video. People on the internet had all sorts of reactions. Some were all about how pretty the girl looked, while others went deeper, talking about the serious issue of untreated mental illness and how it can lead to something as shocking as murder. But here's the real twist. The girl with the sweet face in that video is named Isabella Guzman. And you'd never guess it, but she's not what she seems. Behind that innocent look lies a chilling story of murder.
Fight with my mom was terrible, and I was injured in the process. I have the scars on my hands. I don't know if you can see or not.
She is Isabella Guzman, a name that's now synonymous with the most sinister of crimes. Join us as we unravel the enigmatic tale of the sweet but psycho killer, Isabella Guzman, and explore the haunting complexities of her journey. In the heart of Colorado, in the year 1995, Isabella Guzman came into this world. She was the beloved daughter of Hoy and Robert Guzman, and their small family led a life filled with happiness and harmony. Isabella was a bundle of joy from the very beginning. She was cheerful, friendly, kind, and intelligent, always spreading her positive energy everywhere she went. Trouble was something that seemed far away from her in her childhood and adolescence. But like many stories, the peaceful days for the Guzman family didn't last forever. A cloud of misunderstanding settled between her parents, leading to a tough decision. They chose to go their separate ways. After the divorce, it was decided that Isabella would stay with her mother, Hoy. If you like this type of content, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get daily updates. Let's dive deep into the video. Soon after the divorce, something unexpected happened in Hoy's life. She met a man named Ryan Hoy, and their connection grew stronger by the day. Eventually, they decided to take the big step and get married. It became clear that Hoy had been in a relationship with Ryan Hoy while she was still married to Robert Guzman. This twist in their family's story added complexity to their lives, with secrets and emotions hidden beneath the surface. The once peaceful family had entered a new chapter filled with uncertainty and changes. As the pages of Isabella's life unfolded, a deep-seated resentment began to take root within her.
I'm not mentally ill anymore. I'm not a danger to myself or others.
The cause? Her mother's new marriage. Isabella couldn't fathom why her mother had chosen to remarry. In her young eyes, it seemed Hoy had become self-centered and selfish. Isabella was fiercely protective of her father, Robert Guzman, and didn't want anyone to take his place. Once upon a time, Isabella had been a friendly, obedient child who always lent a willing ear to her mother's words, but when her stepfather, Ryan Hoy, entered the picture, everything changed. The atmosphere in their home shifted dramatically. Isabella's once polite demeanor transformed into rudeness, and she began to act out. In the blink of an eye, the serene mother-daughter relationship descended into a battleground. Harsh words and even physical violence became common in their household.
Isabella! Isabella!
Ryan Hoy, the witness to these unsettling changes, once even saw Isabella kick her mother. Despite the turmoil, Hoy continued to stand by her daughter, treating her with care and refusing to send her back to her biological father. August 28, 2013, was a day like no other. Hoy, Isabella's mother, received a concerning report from a neighbor. It seemed Isabella had a habit of inviting a mysterious man into the house when her mother was away. The man would discreetly leave through the back door when Isabella sensed her mother's return. Hi Moy, in her motherly wisdom, tried to address the situation calmly. But Isabella wasn't having it. Instead, their disagreement escalated into a fierce confrontation. The following day, on August 29, 2013, things took an even darker turn. Isabella, who had already shown signs of a troubled state of mind, sent an ominous email to her mother, cryptically stating, "You're going to make up for it." Terrified by her daughter's veiled threat, Hi Moy wasted no time and called the police for help. The authorities promptly arrived at their home and warned the 18-year-old Isabella about her behavior, cautioning her that she could be expelled from her mother's house. The police then reported back to Hi Moy, reassuring her that Isabella had been advised to return home safely, with a stern reminder to call them if anything went awry. In the aftermath of this unsettling incident, Isabella locked herself in her room, clearly disturbed by the events unfolding around her. Fearing for her child's safety, Hi Moy reached out to her ex-husband, Robert Guzman, hoping he could reach their daughter and guide her back to a better path. Robert engaged in a conversation with Isabella, believing that he might be able to make a difference. That evening, Hi Moy returned from work as usual around 9:30 p.m. She went upstairs to take a shower, leaving her husband, Ryan Hoy, downstairs. It was then that the tranquility of their home was shattered by a sudden noise upstairs.
Isabella? Isabella?
Followed by Hi Moy's call for her husband. Ryan Hoy rushed upstairs, only to witness Isabella swiftly close and lock the bathroom door, blood beginning to creep from beneath it. In a state of panic, Ryan hurried downstairs to make an emergency call. He then returned upstairs, where he found Isabella standing by the door, clutching a knife. The chilling part was that she didn't say a word. She simply left the bathroom and ran away. When the police arrived at the scene, they made a horrifying discovery. Hi Moy's lifeless body lay in a pool of blood. She was stabbed 79 times, including 31 to her face and 48 to her neck. Tragically, she was pronounced dead at the scene at 10:28 p.m. Isabella, now a murder suspect on the run, managed to find her way to a nearby store's restroom. There, she washed her hair and changed her clothes, instructing store employees not to alert the police. She claimed to be a victim of rape and refused to return home. The police eventually tracked her down the next day, but she vehemently denied being the person they sought. She argued that the photograph the police showed her was not her. However, law enforcement was not convinced, and Isabella was apprehended. The following day, a judge made a chilling decision to detain the teenager without bail, setting the stage for a legal battle that would grip the nation.
Well, you're one of the most evil person I've ever sat across the table from.
No.
You're not getting out of jail. It makes me physically sick to look at you.
Do the DNA test that will prove me
Don't
right.
tell me how to do my job.
I watch forensic files.
Do you believe everything they put on TV is real? How stupid are you? Really, Isabella? Does that make any goddamn sense to you?
Isabella. Stop calling me Isabella.
That's your name.
No, it's not.
You've come in here tried to fucking act like you're so goddamn smart.
Isabella Guzman, the person behind a terrible crime, was diagnosed with schizophrenia, a mental illness.
This is just really frustrating. I'm not even really scared or anything at all because I know that I'm not this person.
So you're not scared at all?
Because I'm not her.
Are you on any drugs?
No.
Any prescription medication?
No.
You ever been to a doctor for anything?
I've been sick before, like every other normal person.
Yeah.
What kind of things have you had? What kind of sicknesses?
Regular colds, nothing serious.
You ever been to a psychiatrist?
No.
You ever been diagnosed with any mental problems?
No.
She explained to investigators that she was forced to act by disturbing voices in her head. Her claim of insanity was accepted by the court, given her condition. On the day she attacked her mother, Isabella shockingly believed she was attacking a woman named Cecilia, not her mother. In her confused mind, she thought this act was a way to save the world from some hidden danger. This revelation was truly disturbing. As the trial proceeded, the court heard from doctors who shared a grim picture of Isabella's deteriorating mental health. They testified that she had been struggling with worsening delusions and unsettling hallucinations for years leading up to the tragic event. In the quiet of the courtroom, it became clear that Isabella sincerely thought she was a hero, acting out of a misguided belief that she was protecting the world. Isabella Guzman, only 18 years old when she committed a shocking act of violence, found herself in the merciless grip of the legal system. She was tried as an adult and faced the daunting charge of first-degree murder for the tragic death of her mother. Isabella's defense sent shivers down the spine of everyone in the courtroom. She boldly pleaded insanity, claiming she heard sinister voices in her head. In her distorted reality, she believed she was harming a woman named Cecilia, not her mother. It was a plea that would change the course of her life. The courts, after careful consideration, were swayed by Isabella's plea of insanity. It was a verdict that left her neither guilty nor innocent, but rather not guilty because of insanity. But make no mistake, this wasn't a ticket to freedom. Isabella was destined for a different path, one that would take her away from a prison cell, but not into the arms of liberty. She was transferred to the Colorado Mental Health Institute in Pueblo, where she resides to this day. It was here that the unsettling layers of Isabella's story started to unravel. In a 2020 interview, she revealed that her sanity had been restored. This shocking transformation was, according to her, a result of years of what she described as abuse within her family.
I was abused at home by my family for many years. My parents are Jehovah's Witnesses. And I left the religion when I was 14, and the abuse at home worsened after I quit.
I was not myself when I did that, and I have since been restored to full health, Isabella declared.
I was not myself when I did that, and I have since been restored to full health.
Her story took another dark turn when she disclosed the abuse she faced at home. Her parents, devout Jehovah's Witnesses, had raised her in a religious environment. However, her life spiraled into a nightmare when, at the tender age of 14, she chose to leave the religion. Isabella claimed that her decision to break free from the faith was met with a surge in abuse from her own family. I was abused at home by my family for many years. My parents are Jehovah's Witnesses, and I left the religion when I was 14, and the abuse at home worsened after I quit. If I could change it, or if I could take it back, I would, Isabella uttered, reflecting on the horrors that had stained her past. More than 10 years have passed since that fateful day, but Isabella Guzman's story remains a perplexing and haunting one. She has been in the Colorado Mental Health Institute for over a decade, and in a recent interview, she stated that she's no longer a danger to anyone. In 2021, there was a glimmer of hope when Isabella was allowed temporary release to attend therapy sessions outside the hospital. During these sessions, she expressed deep regret for her past actions. It's a somber reminder of the transformation she has gone through during her time in confinement. For now, she remains in the Colorado Mental Health Institute, her journey marked by a mix of healing and heartache, like a story that refuses to fade away. As we conclude this chilling odyssey through the life of Isabella Guzman, we are left with a profound sense of the complexities of the human experience. From her sweet smile in an orange prison suit to the shocking reality of untreated mental illness, this story is a stark reminder of the dark corners that exist within the human psyche. If you found this video enlightening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more thought-provoking stories. See you in the next episode.